Back to my channel. So today I'm super excited. I have my first Halloween makeup tutorial for you guys for 2018. I decided to do a glamorous unicorn. I absolutely love the way that this came out. I think it is just so girly, so feminine, but at the same time it's like cute and sexy. I made this little headpiece here with a bunch of craft stuff from Michael's and Hobby Lobby, and then this top part is like the clay that you can bake. And then I got this wig off of Amazon. Super cute, super inexpensive. I think it worked perfect for this. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so we can stay connected and you can catch my next Halloween tutorial. If you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up because that always helps out. And I do have an Instagram as well. That's at Lisha Loves Makeup if you guys are interested in following me there. I definitely post more makeup looks regularly, so check it out. But otherwise, if you guys want to see how I get this pastel glamorous unicorn look here, then just keep on watching.
Alright guys, so first off I'm going in with my Sigma eyeshadow base, and this is in the shade Persuade, and this is just going to give me a nice blank canvas and really cancel out any redness on my eye area before I go in with my shadows. And then I'm going to go in with the Lunar Beauty palette, and I'm taking this shade called Fishy, which is just a matte, like bright, vibrant blue. And I'm taking this on a Sigma E25 blending brush, and I'm just starting to dust this into my crease and really keeping that on the inner third of my crease. We're just going to start creating that cut crease shape, and you just want to take your time with building up this color and just really kind of keep it more towards the inner corner of your eye. And then I'm going in with this shade called Pageant Queen, which is a matte purple shade. And I'm taking that more towards the center of the eyelid. And again, just really kind of focusing this into the socket area. And we're just trying to form that cut crease shape. So you can overlap this a little bit with the blue, just so you make sure it blends in nicely from one color to the next. And then I'm going to go in and just blend out those edges and make sure everything is nice and soft and make sure there's no harsh lines. And this is just using a clean brush. I believe this is the brush that actually came in the Lunar Beauty palette. And now I'm going to go in with this shade called Kai Kai, which is just like a bright, matte, vibrant pink. And I'm taking that to the outer corner. And again, kind of keeping this in that cut crease area. And again, just using like a tapered blending brush. And then once I'm happy with that pigmentation, I start dragging it down like towards my lid and really kind of defining the outer corner. So just take your time with building this. I just kept packing on more color, blending it out, and then you might want to go back and forth in between each color and just really kind of intensify that vibrancy. And once I was satisfied, I decided to go in and cut my crease with some concealer. As you can see, I put it down towards the lash line first, and then I look up, and it kind of gives me a guideline as to where my faux crease is, and that just really opens up the eye area. It helps to give me a larger space because I do have hooded lids. And then once I'm done with that and kind of satisfied with both sides, I take a little detailer brush and I really define the edges along that concealer, and this is just going to really make everything pop and look a lot more detailed. So I'm just going back in with that little detailer brush and just really defining each color. I go from the blue to the purple to the pink, and then go back and forth, you know, blending the edges, making sure everything is nice and seamless, and kind of fading from one color to the next gradually. And again, I'm taking more of that pink and just really putting that on that outer corner. And then I'm going to go in with Cake Face, which is a matte white eyeshadow from the Lunar Beauty palette. And I'm just starting to pack this onto my lid where we place that concealer. And this is just going to set everything in place, prevent any creasing. And I just thought the white just really made everything look so much more vibrant and come to life. And then I'm going back in with a little bit of that pink just to really make sure that the two colors are blended nicely together. You'll probably want to go back and forth between the pink and the white, and I just softly kind of feather them into each other. That way there's a nice blend and it just kind of gradually fades out. And then I used my Sigma Wicked Gel Liner and I did a wing off of camera. And I do have a coupon code with Sigma. It's Lisha if you want to save some money off. I'll list it down below. But now we're going on to the face. I'm using the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. And then I'm going in with the Gleam by Melanie Mills and my Herborian CC Cream. And I mix the two together just to give me a nice radiance. I want to be as glowy and dewy as possible for this makeup look. I mixed two foundations together. I went in with the Too Faced Born This Way foundation because it has a nice radiance to it with good coverage, and I mixed in a little bit of the It Cosmetics Bye Bye foundation just to give me even more glow. And then I'm going in and doing some cream contouring. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way Sculpting Concealer, and this is in the shade Chestnut. And this is just going to really warm up my skin and to start to sculpt out my face. So I'm just sculpting out my cheekbones, doing this along my hairline, kind of narrowing that little forehead area along the jawline and just blending that out. And then I'm going in with my Fenty Beauty Matchstick. This is in the shade Mocha, and I'm just using this for my nose contour just because this is a little bit more cool toned. That last concealer was a lot more warm, so I like to use more of a cool tone shade to do my nose contour. And so just blending out those edges, kind of sculpting everything out and making sure we are nice and snatched. You can't be a unicorn unless you are just like beat to the gods. And now I'm going in to conceal and highlight using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer as well. I'm using the shade Light Beige and mixing in a little bit of nude just to really brighten up my face. So of course going in the under eye area and just concealing and brightening. And I also took that to the center of the forehead, down the bridge of the nose, and center of the chin. And I'm just blending this out with my damp beauty sponge. This is from Morphe. And as you can see, this just really brightens up the face, and it'll help to clean up any of those areas where you might have put too much contour as well. And then I just kind of go back in and make sure everything is nicely blended and there's no harsh edges. And then I'm setting that with my Too Faced Peach Perfect powder. So of course you just want to blend out any creases and then set that with a light dust of powder. I don't like to bake or do anything because it gets a little too heavy and cakey under my eyes. And now we're going to go back in and finish the lower lash line. So I'm going back in with that same blue from the Lunar Beauty palette. And again, just taking that to the inner third of the lower lash line. And then taking the purple to the center of the lower lash line. And again, you just kind of want to marry those two colors together and make sure that they fade gradually from one to the next. And then again, going in with the pink on the outer corner. And same thing, you just want to pack on that color and then just really make sure that it blends in nicely to the purple. And now I'm going into the Nastasia Moonchild Glow Kit, and I forget what shade I used. I think I might have mixed a couple. I think Blue Moon and Star, and I'm using that for my inner corner highlight and just really making sure that inner corner pops. I just feel like it really brightened up the eyes. And then I'm taking the Mehron Paradise Paints. This is a water activated paint, and I'm using the white shade to really define that cut crease and just lining it about halfway. And then for lashes, I'm going in with Fabiola lashes. These are actually in the style Fabiola. They're definitely one of my favorite lashes. I have a coupon code as well, and I'll list that down below in the description box if you guys are interested. And then for the lower waterline, I'm going in with the Marc Jacobs liner, and this is in Deja Blue. This is like an amazing liner. It just really opens up the eyes. I love the color. It just tied everything together. And then of course popping on some mascara with my Tarte Lash Paint Mascara. And now going back to face, I'm going in with the iconic London Illuminator drops. And just placing that on my cheekbones, to my forehead, kind of like above the brow bone, and above the lip and cupid's bow. And then I'll do a little bit to the center of the chin, tip of the nose, and bridge of the nose. And this is just going to really make your skin look so luminous. I love to use this as a base before going in with my powder highlight. And now I'm going to go back in and bronze up my face a little bit more. I'm using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. And this is a Sigma brush. I forget the number, but I will list everything down below in the description bar. I love this to sculpt out my face and just really deepen up that contour and warm up the skin a little bit more as well. And now to really get that glow, I'm going into the Nastasia Moonchild Glow Kit, and I'm taking the shade Pink Heart, and I'm really focusing this kind of like on the apples of my cheeks. I'm going to do the same theme that I did with the pink, purple, and blue. So I'm going in with Purple Horseshoe, and now I'm taking that to my cheekbone a little bit higher up and really kind of marrying the pink and purple together. And then I'm going into the Nastasia Aurora Glow Kit, and I'm taking this blue shade kind of to the highest point of my cheekbone and also up into the like arch of the brow. And then I'm going to set all of this with my Too Faced Hangover RX setting spray just to lock in all those powders and really make that glow pop even more. And then I'm going into my blush. This is Kevin Aquan Rose Cliff, I believe. And I'm taking that to the apples of the cheeks and kind of blending that up into the highlight just to make sure that everything is nicely blended and you don't have like a harsh streak of highlight on your face. And I go back in with a little stippling brush to really blend everything together. And then same thing, taking that Nastasia Moonchild Glow Kit, and I am highlighting the center of my face, so the bridge of the nose, tip of the nose, Cupid's bow, center of the chin, and I believe I'm using Blue Moon for this. This is just so poppin'. And also highlighting my brow bone. And for my lips, I first go in with the Anastasia lip kit, and I mixed in the shade number 9, which is like a violet shade, with a little bit of primary 1, which is the white color, just to really soften it up and make it a little bit more pastel. And then I went into the Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit, and I took Pink Heart, and I am just popping that to the center of the lips to give them a lot more dimension and glow. And then I decided to go in and do some freckles, so I'm first going in with that pink eyeshadow from the Lunar Beauty palette, and I just took this like on a liner brush. I wet my brush a little bit and just kind of dotted it onto the face, went in with the pink, the purple, then the blue, and then I just kind of blended it out with my beauty sponge just so they weren't so harsh and seemed a little bit more natural. I don't know how colorful freckles can be natural, but you get the point. And basically this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!